Okay, so I'd be interested in knowing when Bitcoin actually broke above 60,000. So let me change my charts. Go to my BTC USD charts. This one or this one. BTC USD. And if we move from a daily, first thing I want to do is I want to draw that resistance line that Bitcoin broke above. And when we put it right here, we can see where this green and red candle are. That's the point of resistance. Bitcoin attempted to get up and past it. That was February 21st, February 22nd. It couldn't. And then we all experienced this dip. Guys, remember the dip? It went all the way down to 43,000. So that was a huge dip. That was like a $14,000 dip. But look what happened after it hit this bottom. So let's draw another. So let's draw that resistance. I would say the resistance is here. Okay, so we can see there are more candlesticks that touch this second line I've just drawn. And let me change that color. How do I do it again? Right here. Let's change that to orange. Okay, so orange is our point of previous support. Blue, point of resistance, guys. Hi, I see. Oh, Somali Heroes, good to have you back. Luna the Moon, good to have you back all the way from Sweden. And Somali Hero, we know where you're from. I love the name of your channel. Yeah, so talking about exciting times, guys, we're watching history being made here. Last year, there was that prediction that Bitcoin was going to hit $100,000. It sounded far-reaching to me, but, you know, a lot of the pros were saying it. And back when I made that video in October, the price of Bitcoin was about $13,000, $14,000. When I made the video about Bitcoin getting to $100,000, not based on my projections, but based on the projections of experts. And look at us now, guys, $60,000. Let's know how long you have been trading Bitcoin. Put that straight in the box. Whilst you're at it, make sure you like this live stream. It actually helps me with ranking on YouTube. You know, the more likes and the more people this live stream goes out to. So that really helps my rankings. Like the video. Let's know how long you have been trading crypto. And I'm sure you're all excited. For those of you who are holding Bitcoin, it's not just Bitcoin, guys. Bitcoin, Ethereum, and just a bunch of these altcoins have been moving. Hi, Neldav. It's good to have you. Let's know where you're beaming in from today. I want to see, so we can see this point of the blue, the resistance. Resistance got broken. It looks like it got broken. Let's see. It got broken on the 11th of March. So that was Friday. It closed above point of resistance. Previous resistance was 57,600. It broke above, but 12th of March. So Thursday it broke above. Friday it broke below. And look what happened today, guys. Now, what I'm going to do, I want to bring this chart down from a daily. Let's go down to let's say an hourly chart, so we can pinpoint exactly when Bitcoin broke 60K. So we have our 60K line. There it is. There it is. I'm going to draw that in. It's really momentous. There are a lot of people who have been trading Bitcoin. Let's write that in. 60K. Okay. The closest I could get is $60,006. So this is the orange line. Bitcoin has never passed this line. But what happened at 7 a.m. today, 8 a.m., 9. For 2 hours, Bitcoin broke above 60K. It hasn't actually closed above 60,000 yet. But we're getting there. I think true resistance was probably 59,800. You can see it right here. And it has broken resistance. And so what I want to do during this live stream, I want this live stream to be about you guys. I don't want it to be about what I want to say or what I want to talk about. I want it to be about what you want to say and what you want to talk about. So your questions, that's why your questions are so important. Yes, thank you, Luna the Moon. Hit the like button. That really, really, really helps me on YouTube. So Somali Hero, okay, what happened with BNB? There are rumors around that U.S. government is investigating Binance. I saw it this morning. I read it this morning, and the U.S. is just very. I don't know whether they're trying to be so exclusive, and Binance was back in 2017 when I first got into cryptocurrency. It was just one Binance platform. So whichever country you were in, you would go to this one Binance.com platform. And then, the US regulatory guys clamped down on them and they disappeared. Binance actually disappeared for, I don't even know how long. They gave us enough notice that they were literally being booted out of the US. I think we must have had at least 3 or 4 months notice on the Binance platform. So of course we knew to advise to move your currencies off the platform, which I know I did. And that's when I found Gemini, which is the other cryptocurrency platform that I use right now. And then I think it was like 6 months later, Binance resurfaced again. But this time, if you go to my Binance website, I'm in wallet, so I'm not gonna go there. If we go to the Binance website, it actually says Binance.us, and for your country it would say Binance. Your country name. So Binance recreated itself, but I really don't know much about what's going on right now. They are investigating is all, and it's something to do with futures and derivatives and the way they define cryptocurrency. So they define where we have stocks and shares, and there are rules that cover stocks and shares. Cryptocurrency, digital currency, I guess it's just a new phenomenon, and they have categorized it into the futures and commodities category. And so there are rules that cover futures and commodities. I will read up on it. I saw it this morning. Hi, Daniel, watching from Ghana. Welcome all the way from Ghana. Your neighbors to Nigeria, where I hail from. Anybody here from the UK? I am from Nigeria. I was born in the UK, so I claim 2 countries. I don't quite claim the US because, hey, my kids are born here, so God bless them. They are US citizens. I claim Nigeria as my country of origin, and my country of birth is the UK. So if you're in from UK, say hi. So BNB coin dropped very low. Yes, BNB coin will drop low, Somali Hero, because if you think about it, what dictates price are the people. So when I'm feeling happy and I'm feeling confident, I'll be happy to buy BNB at a higher price, and the price will keep on going up. But when I hear negative news or anything's going on, I get a bit reserved, I pull back a little bit, and price will come down. So let's see the price of BNB. BNB. I think I want BNB and all I have is BNB and BTC. So looking at BNB let's look at it on the daily, guys. Whenever you're checking your charts, always look on the daily. The weekly is good as well. It gives you a bigger picture of what's going on. So looking at this is BNB BTC on the daily. Okay, so one of the first things I do is I hate to see a plain chart. I gotta draw in my levels. So we're gonna put a level. So a level is just a point where you have so many candlesticks hitting that point, and then it gives you insight into the fact that there are a lot of buyers and sellers, a lot of buying and selling going on at that point, and it makes it a notable point, a point of reference, if you like. So you can see back 19th of February, look at this huge candlestick. BNB. Do I have the right coin? Yeah, BNB BTC. Yeah. So BNB, you can see it broke in one day. Oh, look at that. That's awesome. But you see, we have this going on. We have this. So you see, now I'm going to kind of move to my trend line. And I want to pay attention to this dip. There's a dip there. Again, we're going to touch as many tips as we can. And look at that dip. And it's interesting to note that price has not fallen below. I'm going to change the color, okay? So I can talk about colors when I'm talking. It's interesting to note that price has not dipped below the blue line of support. Can you see how it's just bouncing off it? So that tells you that blue line of support is a very strong line. So it's supporting price. It's not allowing price to drop below. Ever since price broke up over these, how many, 1, 2, 3 days, price is not dropping below. So BNB is still okay. That's what I'm saying, Somali Hero. BNB is still okay for the fact that we have this dip and it's dipped down to support and it's not going below support. You're still good. When a stock does this, what we call a retracement, and pulls back, it's healthy because that's the stock or the coin breathing. It breathes in, it goes up, it breathes out, it comes down. So I wouldn't fear about BNB right now. You know what I'd do with BNB? I'd pick up some more coins at this point because it's cheaper. That's what I'd do with BNB. I'd pick up some more coins. It's cheaper. And you keep an eye on it because by the time we get to this tip of the triangle, it's going to be important what happens. Is it going to break up, which is what I would expect it to break back up? Or if it breaks down, now we could be in a bit of trouble. Just a little bit of trouble. If it breaks down, then the next thing I would do, if it breaks down and I'm still holding BNB, I'd want to look at the next line of support. Like, where is this thing going to drop to? And when we look at this cluster of candles here, we see them touching the same price level. So that's why I've drawn this. Let me change the color. That's where I've drawn this green line. I would be concerned if BNB drops below the green line, but the fact that it hasn't even dropped below the blue line, we're good. Let's get your questions. So Yemi Tope, is it Tope? Yemi, I'll call you Yemi. Yes, from the UK. Hi, how's everything in the UK? Where are you from in the UK? London? Or somewhere colder than London? I think everywhere is cold in England. George Obina from Lagos, Nigeria. Okay, so let's know what you've been trading this past week. I'm interested. I'll tell you what I've been trading. If nobody wants to go, I'll go first. It's funny, guys. I have a student. I'm a tutor. I tutor kids. It's one of my businesses. So I tutor high school kids, and one of my youngest kids is he's 11, and I school him. And he was telling me he was so excited that he bought some cryptocurrency. And you know the cryptocurrency he bought? And he was so excited because his parents helped him buy cryptocurrency at the age of 11, and he bought this one here, Mana. And he put his $200 in there, his birthday money, and he was so excited because his $200 had turned into, I think it was about $300 or $350. He was so excited. So we talked about this coin. No, it's not Mana. Let me think. Oh, this is the coin. H-bar. I've never heard of it. But this kid, his parents encouraged him to buy it at, I'll tell you the point at which he bought it. See, this is what you do. You keep your ears to the ground. So when he said that, after that lesson, I went and checked this. I went to check it. Let's get out of there. I went to check, and I liked what I saw because I saw it had just broken above resistance. So I think it was there. It had just broken above resistance when he bought. There. So I looked at it, and you know what? I put some money on it. Guys, I put some money on it at 0.15. Today, it's gone 0.25. So I did make some money. Now, this is what I talk about. Like, I have a trading group. If you're not part of it, I've got it in the link I got the link in the chat at the top of the chat. It's important to join it because it just helps you in your trading journey to be around like-minded people. And every now and then I pop into the group, I'll answer some questions, I'll post some things. But we have savvy people in that group who have been trading cryptocurrency for a long time. And we have newbies, a lot of newbies as well. So, you know, I would encourage you to join it. But on my group, they're constantly asking for signals. Like, where can they get signals and signals? Guys, your watch list is a good signal. If you have a group of coins that have moved in the past, that are at resistance, that you heard about, as I heard about from one of my students, you know, you read some news about it, you know, about BNB, for instance. If I just read about BNB and what's going on, I'd look at the history of BNB and I would probably buy where everybody might be dumping and selling. I'd look at it as a buying opportunity. So this is how you can constantly have a stream of potential coins to trade without necessarily even buying signals. But I'm talking about this particular coin, HBAR and USD, the HBAR USD pair, because I did make money off it, but I didn't make it off of any paid signals. I just made it off of somebody said it's moving and I checked it. Now, my last video I sent out on Wednesday, guys, this video is what I do. And so I thought, okay, so this is what I do. So I want to share it with you all, which is when I hear about, if I get a trading signal, if I hear that something is moving, I'm not just going to buy it. Don't just buy it blindly. Yes, it could truly be moving, but equally, I mean, it's your money. You don't just want to place your money on something that you haven't researched on. So do your research at all times. And in that video, I'll see if I can put it up. But I uploaded that video last Wednesday. The title is something like Trading Signals. Oh, how to find, set up, and trade trading signals or something like that. That's the title. It shows you that some of the checks I will go through. I will check on it. I will look at this coin. I will look at this stock, whatever I'm trading. I will look at it on the daily chart. I want to see the general picture. I'll look at it on the weekly. I will draw some resistance lines. I'll draw support lines. I'll use my Fibonacci. Does anybody here use the Fibonacci tool? Anybody here use the Fibonacci tool? Put that in the chat. I want to know if anybody here knows how to use this Fibonacci tool. And all the Fibonacci tool does is it helps you draw lines of support and resistance. Like, I can draw lines of support and resistance, but when I was a newbie, I didn't know how to do it. I wasn't confident of my levels. Even when I did draw my lines, I wasn't too confident that I got it right. But when you, anybody use Fibonacci? Daniel Kania says, I feel like fundamentals are stronger in crypto than technical. How about you? In your experience, which one moves the market? I am a technical trader. That's it. But then again, I trade stocks a little more than I trade cryptocurrency. So with US stocks on the newest stock exchange, which is where I trade my stocks, Friday, for instance, I was trading Tesla. I always trade Tesla, and I traded GameStop. You know, I barely pay attention to fundamentals. Cryptocurrency is a little different, because with cryptocurrency, I mean, there are 4,000, 5,000 coins out there. I want to know a little bit about the fundamentals. So it just depends on what you're trading. If I'm trading my stocks, I couldn't care what I'm trading. Sometimes I don't even know the name of the company. I just know the ticker symbol because I like the technicals. It's looking great. It's broken resistance. It's looking great on the daily, and I just go for it. But with cryptocurrency, I just want to be a little more certain. So the fundamentals, to do your research is so important. So I would say, for me, 50-50, but yeah, that's my take on it. And yes, it is cold in England. I remember the days I lived in England. The winters were so long and the summers were so short. That's one pet peeve I had against living in England. The summers were so short. Just when you kind of were getting into the warm weather, boom, it would go. September would be cold. Yeah, I love England. Okay, so guys, it's all about you. Hi, Ikena, all the way from Nigeria. What are you trading these days? What did you trade last week, guys? Did you do any trading? Now, listen up. Trading is not something you need to do every day. Let's just get that right. Trading is something you just don't need to trade every single day. But one thing I do frequently is I will pick up cryptocurrency. Not cryptocurrency. Let me say that, be more specific. I like to invest in Bitcoin and Ethereum. So on the days when I'm not trading, hello guys, if you just picked up, let's go back to my Bitcoin, since nobody's asking any. Oh, okay, I see a question there. Okay, I was about to talk about, go back to my beloved Bitcoin, USD. Oh, my beloved Bitcoin. Look at that. Last night, let's go to the hourly. Yesterday at about midnight, I put an extra, I think it was like $500 into Bitcoin. Actually, you have my Gemini exchange right up there. So I moved $500 in there, and I think I bought $300 worth of Bitcoin and $200 of Ethereum to add to my collection, because that's what I do when there's nothing to trade. I look at the charts, and they were actually negative. The percentage movement on Bitcoin and Ethereum was negative 1 something percent, and I thought, okay, it's cheaper, so I bought some. Guys, can you believe what happened let me tell you what time it happened. 5 a.m. this morning, after I just bought an extra $500 of Bitcoin and Ethereum. Look at this beautiful candlestick. And my P&L went up like $300 just overnight. So, okay, so let's take another question from The Paradigm. Oh, I like that. The Paradigm. What is this coin MBL? First of all, Deborah is saying H bar with a question mark. Maybe you missed it. That was just a coin I got wind of on the grapevine. And this is another good way of, paying attention when there's news articles out there, or people are saying they've just purchased a coin or something's about to move. This was just a student of mine who said his parents encouraged him to buy H bar. And so after the lesson, I went, because I teach kids. So after the lesson, I looked at it. I liked the daily. I liked what it was doing. I liked that it was at resistance and just broken above, and I bought some, and the coin, my investment has doubled. So that's what H bar is. And if we go to H bar, when I bought this coin, it was, okay, let's go back to the daily. I just love the daily, because you don't know what's going on if you're not on the daily. This is the point at which I bought this coin at the green point. Guys, look at that. I doubled my investment. I wish I'd put more money in it. So that's what H bar is. So and answering Daniel's question, I didn't look at the fundamentals when I invested in H bar. I just liked what I saw on the technicals. So I would put this on my watch list, which it is. You can see it here. It is on my watch list, and I would set an alert for it to, if it moves significantly above this point, TradingView will alert me. I think all you do is you just right click the line you've created, add alert, and I would say if it's crossing up above this line I have just drawn, let me know. Only once, no, once per bar, once per, nope. Let me know once per bar, I guess, or once per minute. You know, play around with these. And so it's going to let me know as soon, and then it's going to alert me these ways. Once it crosses above this line, there's the little clock alert thing. So once it crosses above this line, I'll take another look at it. I won't just jump in and put money on it. Oh, it's crossed above. There you go. It must have made a little cross above. Now we're on the daily, so we can't see that cross. So if we go further down, let's go to the 15-minute. I don't know why it crossed. Oh, maybe that's a previous alert I set about it crossing down. So it's not really anything I'd go into now. I would just draw this, and if it breaks above this new alert, that was an old alert it alerted me on. Okay, so MBL. Let's look at MBL. Ikenna, you're gonna have to expand. Give us a little more details on why you're scared of TA. I assume that's technical analysis on crypto. Let's know a little bit more. Have you been bitten? So let's find this coin. There's another alert. Let's find this coin. What this, okay. MBL. Let's look at this coin. MBL and BNB, MBL and USDT. Yeah. But let's do the Binance. Let's do that one. MBL. Let's look at it. So like I said, the very first thing I want to do with anything I'm looking at, I just want to look at it on the daily, see what's going on. Ooh, look at this beauty. Did you get this from where did you get this coin from? The Paradigm. So when you look at a coin like this is what we call a parabolic move, guys. I mean, for the past, okay, let's try and see how long. Okay, so I'm gonna click this. I'm gonna get rid of this because I must have done something. I think I said, oh, once per minute. Guys, don't do that. It's gonna alert you every minute. So let me just get rid of that for now. Let's look at this and go as far back. Let's see, a week. So it's a pretty new coin, at least on Binance, 17th of February. And we can get a bird's eye view of it. See. So it's what do you call it? Consolidated for. Oof. It consolidated from 9th of March last year. Let's say March of last year, all the way to January of this year. So this coin was consolidating for almost a year. This coin's been consolidating for almost a year. So somebody has been paying attention to this coin. Let's go back to the daily. And these are the kind of people you want to be around. People who pay attention to technical analysis. So what somebody has done is they drew a point of, I mean, you have support all the way down there. And then we have this point here. So this was the highest point, which was resistance for the longest time. I'm on the daily, right? Yep. So we can see this. And so on this day, 9th of March, 2021, price action hit our line of resistance, which again, I'm going to change the color. I'm very into my colors. So line of resistance is the yellow line. There, that's better. Line of resistance is the yellow line. It's a new coin. Yes, I can see it's pretty new. But the point is, guys, once on this day, the 10th of March. 10th of March was Wednesday. On this day, it broke above resistance. Now, in this cluster of days, I'm just showing you how I would analyze. If I got a trade call, a trade signal, I would analyze it in this way. Okay. So where we have the rectangle, we can see it attempted to break above resistance for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 days it couldn't break above resistance. So it dipped down again for the next, 2 weeks, 3 weeks. But on this day, looks like Tuesday of last week. Nope, Wednesday of last week, it broke above resistance, guys. The minute it breaks, if you had your alert on at this point, the minute it breaks, that's when you want to buy. Because at that point, you would have made all this money. I mean, you would have gone all the way to the top of the wick. So this is a daily, and let's look at this. I love the 4-hourly chart as well. When I'm trading stocks, I'm always on the 4-hourly charts. Now, how am I going to come out of this? I think I have to, oh, there it is. 4-hourly charts. Let's look at this. Oh, look, this is a beauty. Let's go down a bit more. Let's go to the hourly charts. I sometimes get asked questions, which time frames do I use? I use all the time frames. But once I enter that trade and I know I don't want to be in that trade for, I'm a day trader in the main. I do swing trade. I will hold my coins, my stocks for a day or 2 or 3. But in the main, I want to be in and out in one day. And so once I enter a trade, I'm down to the 1 minute. I'm looking at it on the 1 minute and the 5 minutes. So I'm not too interested in the 1 minute and 5 minute when I'm still analyzing. So I'm going to do that with my weekly, my daily, my 4-hourly, my hourly. So here it is. So it has already broken up. Even today, it was still running up. Today's Saturday. It was still running up 4 a.m. It ran up. And since 4 a.m., it's retracing. Now, we call this a retracement because retracements are good. Retracements are healthy. You want your stocks to retrace. What you don't want is you don't want it reversing on you. A reversal would be if this baby came all the way down to the yellow line and breaks down below. Well, you want it to be out of that trade before you got to that yellow support line. So right now, it seems to be holding at that support. Again, I'm going to do the color thing. It seems to be holding at your green support. So what I would do if I wanted to get back into this coin, assuming I was in the coin from here to here, and or say I missed this parabolic move, I would have to wait. Now, you got to be like a sniper, you know. I'm not into guns of war, all that, but I do know what snipers do. They set up with their, long range rifles, whatever they call them, and they wait because they're waiting until they get that target. Unfortunately, the target tends to be a person, whoever they're trying to hit, assassins, but they're patient. They just wait. So that's what you want to do with things like this. I would wait for it to break back maybe above. I like this line because I can see the candlesticks kind of doing battle at this point, not quite breaking above and kind of hanging out. So you can see this candlestick here is, we're on the 1 hour. Yeah, it's breaking above and it's deciding and deciding. So once it breaks above, I would be interested, but I would not buy until it breaks above purple. It's got to break above purple because breaking above this, just breaking above the white line doesn't say a lot because it could break above it and it could retrace again. I mean, look at this. It's been going up and down and up and down. So once it breaks up above the purple, okay, now I'm interested, and I would consider going into this coin. So this looks like an interesting coin to me. I would put it on my watch list and keep an eye on it. Keep an eye on it to break resistance. Okay. Ikena is scared. Just like Daniel said, I feel more comfortable trading with fundamental analysis on crypto. It works much better. Definitely. I would encourage you to use your fundamentals. I would definitely encourage you to use your fundamentals, especially because it's cryptocurrency. I mean, I could decide to create a coin, you know? So it's not like stocks where you have to have a company and then the company goes public and you have shareholders and you have all that authenticity behind a stock. A cryptocurrency digital, I don't know how they create them, but I know it's easier to just decide, I want to create a crypto coin and I will call it Simi. Actually, I had somebody on my Telegram group who was suggesting that I create a coin. There's some, and he gave me a website and I looked at it. And apparently people like me, we're called content creators. Some people will decide once they have a community of some sort, to create a coin, a token. And I thought that was interesting. But it's not something, maybe in the future I could consider doing it. Maybe you guys will buy my coin. Yeah. So more like a meme coin, a bit like Doge. Not much fundamentals behind Doge. It just is. And I made money on Doge. Only because I bought Doge back in 2017 when I didn't know what I was doing. I didn't know what I was doing much. And I had some Doge and I checked it up recently with all the news around Doge. And I realized I think I'd invested. I won't even call it investment because it was something like, I think $40 or $50. And it had turned into $400. So that was exciting. I haven't cashed it in. It's just sitting there. Okay. Yes. So I'm really enjoying your questions, especially those of you with the different coins that you have been looking into. But what I find important is not so much buying signals. And it's okay. There is a crypto signal website that I've been trying out, and I kind of like them because they do a lot of analysis. They have a free service, and then they have a paid service. I think they have several levels of the paid service. And I had a subscriber who subscribed to it. Okay, guys, you can see MBL is breaking above resistance. So we'd keep it on our radar. The next point at which I would want to see it break above again, I would draw another line right there. Why right there? Because you can see these two red lines kind of start and stop at that point. These two green wicks seem to get up to, I'm going to change the color again, right? The two green wicks get up to, what color haven't I used? Get up to the pink line. These two green wicks, even the three green wicks, get up to the pink line and don't quite break above it. So we can see that line is kind of an important line. Things are going on at that line. So I would look into this. I'll let you know next week if I decide to put some money on it. Why not? How many of you made money overnight with Bitcoin going to 60,000? I mean, it's come back down. You can see this little retracement. I have another chart. Yeah, this is the chart. Okay, how many of you made money? Let me know. Overnight, you holding Bitcoin? Did you make something? Do you trade stocks? Anybody on this live stream who trades stocks? If you do trade stocks, let's know what you traded this past week. Okay, so Bitcoin is retracing, but nothing to be worried about. You start getting worried if it traces below the previous support, which is this blue line. So another buying opportunity, guys. Once it starts dipping, right now it's dipped down to, let's draw another, it's dipped down to 59,632. So you want to get in before it decides to break above 60K, then this is a good time. Or you could just keep it on your list and wait to see how low it will go. How long, Somali Hero says, how long do you hold a coin? Now listen up. Bitcoin is a coin. I plan to hold Bitcoin for as long as I need to. H bar is a coin. So this coin is a coin that, ooh, look at that. It's been moving around. So H bar is a coin that my young 11-year-old students traded, and my stop limit is, it's always good to, it's a personal thing. You could decide, okay, I've made X amount on this coin in terms of percentage. I've made 25%, and you want to come out because you want your profit. You just don't want your profit sitting there subject to highs and lows and movements. You want to take your profit out. You want to pull it back into Bitcoin, and then you want to look around for somewhere else to put your Bitcoin. If you believe in the coin, however, so going over to our fundamentals, if you believe in the fundamentals of the coin, then for you, it may not be about just the profit. You believe that this coin, now let's see, H bar is 26 cents. So if I believe H bar is going to $1, then I wouldn't sell. But if I'm not sure about H bar, I just know it's just one of some fly-by-night coin just showed up, 6 months ago. Don't know much about it. I know it's moving on the technicals. I made a little money on it, but I don't like the fundamentals, then I'd sell. So there's no yes, no answer to that. George says, have been holding ETH for a while, considering trading my coin once ETH gets to 2,000. Nice. I am an ETH fan. I'm just an Ethereum fan. I started trading with Bitcoin this time around because I took a little break from 2018 when Bitcoin hit the all-time high of 20K. I just dipped. I just moved into other things at that point. But then Ethereum was my coin. I would buy Ethereum. Back then it was like $500, $600. I would buy Ethereum, and Ethereum was the coin I would trade with. And so I am accumulating Bitcoin and Ethereum too. Ikena says he's holding all coins but not Bitcoin. That's okay. Just believe in your strategy. Believe in your strategy. Yeah. But when you're holding altcoins, it's two things. You're holding your altcoins because your altcoins are you believe in the fundamentals, and you believe it's going to appreciate in price. 3 years ago, 4 years ago, Ethereum was $600. Now Ethereum is $1,800, $1,700. What is $1,800? Ethereum is now $1,800. There's Ethereum. There's my Ethereum. Okay, it's doing well today. Look at that movement, guys. Beautiful. Yeah. So hold your altcoins, but it's always good also to hold some of the more highly ranked coins as well, because we all know Bitcoin is number 1 and Ethereum is number 2. Yeah. Okay. The crypto signal story. Oh, Crypto. So the crypto signal that I subscribe to, they're called mycryptoparadise.com. And I can pull them up. If I can pull up my Telegram group. I just posted something to my Telegram group this morning, and I posted, there I am, guys. And whilst we were on the live stream, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, I have 5 people have joined the group, so I have to get on that group and go welcome them. But here you can see my Binance Paradise. That's what they're called. And they do give out free signals. So this is a free signal we're looking at right now. USD BTC. This is an old signal because they're saying all targets have been hit. A profit of 77%. It took 7 days. And they always put these cute sayings at the bottom. But this here is the original signal that they posted. So they'll tell you the entry zone here in blue. So when Bitcoin was still 48K, they suggested to buy at that point. You could take your first target, take profit at this point, at this point, at this point. This morning, it hit their fourth take profit point. So, you know, at this point, they just come back to say all targets hit. All the targets they suggested that they recommended back, I don't know, 2 weeks ago, 3 weeks ago, that Bitcoin would hit, have been hit, and they say it took 7 days and 19 hours. Now, this is a service I subscribe just to the free aspect of it. But if you're seriously, you know, into crypto and you're happy to invest in constantly getting trade signals, because I assume once you pay, you're going to be getting trade signals back to back, then, you know, this could be something you could want to look into. So they recommended on their free signals, I made money on one of their free signals. Let me see if I can get back. I always have problems when I move around the screens and then I lose where I am. Let's come out of that. They recommended this one. It was a free recommendation because I'm not subscribed to their paid service. And I made some nice money out of it. I got into it somewhere down there. Wait, it had just broken resistance, and you know, I've made some nice money out of it. So I like the fundamentals. You know, I'm kind of half and half. So I'm still holding it. I haven't sold it yet, but you know, I've made some good money. So that's it. That's all I have to say about My Crypto Paradise. I do believe I put it in the link last week for those of you who may want to. You know, signals are just people saying buy here and sell here, and you have a lot of maybe good signal websites out there, and you have some scammy ones. It's your job to check on them. Don't just pick up on something and then throw your thousands and, you know, all you have on it. You know, why would you do that? Authenticate it. I have authenticated My Crypto Paradise. Paradise. I've authenticated it. Sorry, it's in caps. And I've made some money off of it. Now, there's another one that they recommended that hasn't done what they said it would do. And I'll show you what I did here. When I saw it, it was banned USDT. When they made the call, I drew this purple line, support line. And I guess I drew the second one. And I was been waiting for it to break above the second one, but it hasn't. So my plan was not to buy until it begins to break above, and it hasn't broken above. So I haven't put any money on it, and it came from the same mycryptoparadise.com. So they're not going to be right 100% of the time. So it's your job to do your due diligence. I hope I finished my story about crypto signals this time, Daniel. Actually, it's funny. I have a student. His name is Daniel, but he's from Pakistan. I told you I tutor kids, so he's from Pakistan, and he says everybody calls him Daniel, but it's actually Daniel, and apparently it's a popular Pakistani name. Are there any Pakistanis on the line? Yes, Daniel. So that's interesting. And that's pretty much all I have today. We've been online for an hour. I hope I've been able to do justice to your questions. I just wanted to show you how I do my analysis. So come next week, if you have a coin that you're looking into or you heard about, share it with us on live stream next week. I can help you analyze it. We can work on it. And this is how you basically become a little more seasoned with your trading. You're not just everywhere. You can take information and you can research on it and process it. You can throw it away if you feel it's trash. You can work on it and trade on it if you feel it's worthwhile. And this is how you become better and better at trading. And I hope I've helped you in your trading journey. Don't forget to like. And guys, we gotta sign off now, and I will see you all next week. You take care. Don't forget to share the video. And I'll see some of you on my Telegram group. Goodbye.